Hello, and welcome to Everything You Need to Know About Fern. Fern Wilson was born on February 22nd and is 18 years old. They are gender fluid and use any pronouns and are also bisexual. They are an Amari, specifically a Foxling. Because they are gender fluid, Fern has 3 different outfits. The first is meant to represent any gender, the second, a masculine gender, and the third, a feminine gender. Foxlings have an average lifespan of 70 years. They have heightened senses and decreased physical strength. They are characterized by fox ears and tail. Their fur and hair color can range from orange, red, brown, black, and white. They are commonly found in cities and forested areas, although they are very common overall. They usually have about 3 to 6 children per family. They were one of the first Amari that were discovered and used to be preyed on by the nocturnals before earning rights and becoming part of society. Fern is based on a red fox. Red foxes have excellent hearing and night vision. They make a variety of sounds, including barks, screams, howls, squeals, and geckering calls. They are solitary hunters but care for their offspring, and they are known for being cunning and sly. Red foxes can purr, although it sounds different than cats. Although Fern has the intelligence and abilities of a human, a lot of these traits carry over as well. Fern is rather shy and quite awkward around people he doesn't know. With people they're comfortable with, Fern is their typical energetic and goofy self. Fern is quite intelligent about certain things, but in general they come off as being rather dumb. Their childlike interest and curiosity lead most people to find them adorable. Despite her fun personality, Fern really struggles to maintain friendships because they often put their alone time in highest priority. They are quite lonely most of the time but pretend nothing bothers them. Fern loves writing, making OCs, storytelling, theater and singing, video games, especially games they can play with their friends, nature, especially small furry animals and birds, although they love plants too, animated TV, especially those intended for children, and pop, rock, and alternative music. Fern has mild sensory issues, so some sounds and textures bother them. He is a very picky eater, easily overstimulated by crowds and loud noises, very sensitive to yelling and perceived discomfort or anger in other people. Large, unoccupied rooms or long hallways intimidate her. Fern struggles with intimacy and dislikes being vulnerable. Currently, as in the beginning of the show, Fern is a freshman at Inklings University studying biology and creative writing. They live on campus in the women's dorm and are roommates with Luna. Fern is currently unemployed. Fern is on good terms with her family. She has 5 younger siblings and 2 parents. Fern is good friends with Forrest, her former frenemy from high school, Luna, his roommate and definitely not crush, Carter, and Stella. He also has a secret friendship with Conry, who is one of their rivals. Fern was first created in 2019 for a book called Fern the Half-Fox. It was a strange book about a girl whose dad was literally a fox while her mom was a human. I know that sounds really weird, and it is, and I'm just saying it's not that bad, I promise. Anyway, Fern's parents die and she becomes an edgy outcast since everyone hated her for some reason. She met a little boy named Fred who had run away from his abusive home. She took him in, and Fred helped her get a job at a coffee shop where she met a cute guy named Sam, who she marries in the future. She was allegedly fighting for people like Fred and herself. Quote-unquote, the misunderstood. After being neglected for a while, Fern was remade in Gacha Life during 2021. She was meant to be a self-insert and one of the 2 main OCs of a gacha YouTube channel I considered starting called Moons and Bryophytes. Luna was going to be the second main OC, and they would allegedly make their videos together. This Fern was 16, but a college student for some reason? I don't know, man. She was very social and a hopeless romantic. She had an imaginary boyfriend named Griffin, who was a shy cat boy Luna made up for a video. I stopped using gacha for a while, but took Fern on as an online persona later that year on Roblox. When I started my YouTube channel that December, I did it to make Roblox content, but I used gacha for some reason. Fern became the staple of my channel from then on. As I started making more gacha content instead of Roblox stuff, Fern started to develop as a character. They are still my YouTube persona, but now Fern is also an OC separate from myself. I decided Fern would be the main character of a series now called Fantastic Friends, and the rest is history. Mostly unrelated, but fun fact, I'm in the Music Freaks. And there you have it. That is everything that you need to know about Fern. Thank you so much for watching!